In almost every business, whether that's IT, fashion, or engineering, we always focus on the buyer first. So why don't we do the same in property? Put simply, I think it's because we're in an industry taught by property people rather than business people. And what you need to understand if you're looking to get into property, which if you're watching this, you probably are, is that this is not a property business. What? How does that make sense? It's not a property business. We are in a sales and marketing business, and the commodity is property. And I want to reframe your mindset a little bit, because a lot of people just go, yeah, I'm in property, you know, you've got to do more viewings, you've got to do more offers. And it's like, really? So when you go and find it, and maybe you've heard this from a course or a provider before, where they go, find a great property and the money will come. Right? Well, that's fucking shit advice, isn't it? Like, think about that logically, right? So you're going to go out there, find the product, negotiate the product, get it all agreed, get it packaged up, and then go, should we try and find somebody that wants to buy this? It's like, are you a moron? Like, are you an absolute idiot? First of all, what makes a good property? Criteria. Where do you get criteria from? Investors. You are not in a property business. You're in a sales and marketing business. And if you can understand that you're not selling the product, you're selling the service around the product, then you're going to be a lot more successful. What does that mean? Well, there's three angles of this. Let's think about it as somebody you're building your own portfolio, you're looking to get loans, you're looking to build something, do flips, whatever, you're looking for joint venture partners, or as a deal packager. I'll give you a little synopsis on all three, but the approach is the same. So as an investor, let's say I'm trying to build my own portfolio, but I've got a 0 point fuck all cash, so I need to utilize other people's money, OPM, then that's going to be on a loan basis. So the service is that you understand that as an investor, that as safe as houses, bricks and mortar, you want to get all of the benefits from the property, but you don't want the risk associated, and you just want a safe and constant return. Service. From a joint venture point of view, you understand the same benefits, but actually you want to share in the upside of property. Maybe I'm doing a flip and you want to do a joint venture. So I'll do all of the time, the energy, the effort, the expertise, you put in the money, and we split everything 50-50. Now, my recommendation with that, by the way, is not to do that on buy-to-let straight away until you've got a great relationship. You don't walk up to a girl in the coffee house and ask her to marry you. Take it slow. It's okay. On deal packaging, you need to realize that they're not buying the property. Nobody gives a shit about property. Like, you think they care. Really? It's like, no. If I put money in, how much money will I make over the long term? So you agree a set of criteria and you talk about your service level that's attached to it. So at Aspire Property Group, my main portfolio building service, we are doing that by sourcing, negotiating, getting through legals using our team, getting finance through our brokers. We refurbish everything in-house, and we've got an in-house management team. So it's that service level attached to it. We take the fee up front, and then we find the property that we're going to take through this service level agreement. Hopefully that makes sense. You're selling a service, not the product. We focus on the money first. Great news, Jamie. How do I actually do it? Before you jump in, you gotta think about your strategy. If I just go, 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 run, 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 that's not gonna come out good on the camera. Run, 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 run. And you go, oh, what direction? It's like getting in a taxi and just going, just drive. It's like, where? Just drive, we'll get there eventually. So what the fuck? So before you start running, before you start go, 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 I know you're excited, but where do you actually want to go? You need to think about your strategy, your location, and your service. So what I mean by that is, okay, I'm going to do West and South Yorkshire. Now I'm bigger, by the way. Originally it'll be like LS4, like a few postcodes. That's my location. My strategy is boring, vanilla buy-to-let properties. I like to keep things simple for my brain more than anything. And then my service, I'm going to do a full end-to-end brokering service, so it's portfolio building. Strategy, location, service. Now that I know that, what are the main USPs of this? Your unique selling points. So for me, my unique selling points is the fact that I bring the knowledge to the table, I bring the time to the table, and the connections that take a long time to build up. Right, okay, now that I've got my USPs, who are my customer avatars? So a customer avatar is essentially, who is it you're looking for? So we're looking for Pete, okay? We're looking for Pete. Where is it? It's not behind me. I thought there was something with Pete on it. So customer avatar, we're looking for Pete, and Pete represents who we are looking for as an investor. And ultimately, Pete's not a real person. It's somebody of a certain age. Where do they live? What jobs have they got? What pains have they got? What do they want to gain from working with me? Which is a lot easier to work out now that I know my USPs. Well, if somebody is needing my time to go into this, so they're time poor, my knowledge, so they don't really know what they're doing, they're smart enough to know it's safest houses, but that's it, and my connections, which means they're probably not local and they don't know the people that they need to be talking with, then it's not likely to be a property professional that I am servicing. It's going to be a doctor, a dentist, an accountant, a business owner, somebody that has been really good to make money, but it doesn't mean they know how to multiply it, and certainly not in property. So now I know that I'm doing all of that, and then really I don't want them in my location. So now I'm going to target doctors, dentists, lawyers, accountants, and business owners within London about investing in property remotely. Now I've got my strategy, location, service, USPs, and my customer avatar. Now I can start the marketing. So I'm going to give you a little framework for marketing here, which is ACE. I know, nerdy. Awareness, communication, extraction. So when you're going and marketing there, this is B2C, which is business to consumer. You can think about, how do I make people aware of what we do? So you can think of this through something called VARK. VARK, V-A-R-K, is how you communicate. It's also how people take in information. VARK is visual, auditory, reading, and kinesthetic. Visual, auditory, reading, and kinesthetic. Now for me, I'm quite a visual and auditory person, which is why I communicate via video. I'm not very good at writing stuff up at all, my team will tell you, but I could turn on the camera and like this, I've looked at a couple of bullet points for this video and I can just talk because I know what I'm talking about and I can communicate effectively. You might let me know in the comments that I'm absolutely shite at communicating, but I will cry, to be fair, but I like to think I'm decent. So how do you want to communicate? And the reason that's so important is you want to think about your best communication channels, because making people aware of what you do and who you are, it could be blogs, it could be websites, it could be YouTube, TikTok, do your sexy dances if you really want to attract investors that way. Dave, don't do it. Then you've got things like Facebook, LinkedIn. What about offline? BNI, Business Network Internationals. What about different types of property investor networking events? Do I go down to London? Do I go for foreign investment? What about advertising in yacht magazines, which, by the way, high cost per lead, but very effective acquisitions? All of this, it just gets a bit confusing. So think of you rather than your audience immediately. So how do I best communicate? Well, I communicate best through video, so YouTube makes sense. Most people, when they go out of their day job, they're still normal. Like no CEO is coming home and getting out of their suit and putting on suit pajamas, right? No CFO is coming back and going, do you know what? I need to relax a little bit. Just gonna pop on LinkedIn for an hour. So, and if that is you, get a fucking life, all right? But most of us, it's just doom scrolling on Instagram, popping on YouTube to watch some videos, and hey, presto, I've got my audience. So have a think about how you communicate. So for me, it's video communication. The next thing is, I don't have loads of time to be going up and down the country doing talks, so that I do want to do more of it. And so I can reach you by being sat in my studio and filming videos all day, reaching thousands of people, but specifically, I'm talking to you. So you pick your awareness channel and then obviously have a think about that customer avatar. Where do they go? What do they do in the evening? What's their routines? Try and find out more and more and go to the places where they are going to be. It doesn't mean you need to pay for ridiculously expensive members clubs. Investors are everywhere. Once you've got awareness, the benefit is one to many, like this. I'm talking to you, but there's many of you on here, and then I can communicate with you. So for example, if you're learning a lot from this video right now, you've just become aware of who I am, and you think, actually, I really do need to step up my education. I'm ready to back myself and invest. Put education in the comments right now. So that is genuinely, that is a call to action for you. Put education if you are serious about making this year your best year yet in property. Because I guarantee me and my team are best placed to serve you. We really are. And this video maybe is testament for that, or you hate it, at which point you're probably not watching right now. But that is awareness. You're aware of me right now, and I've just effectively communicated in how I can benefit you. So if you're watching this and you want to learn how to raise finance to set up and scale up successfully in this year and beyond, put education in below. So that's a call to action. And once you put education below, I'm going to send you a link, and this is extraction. So the downside of being on a YouTube channel is I can't talk back to you apart from if you leave it in a comment. It's a bit different on Instagram because we can communicate back and forth. So the way that I do the awareness is this video. I'll communicate it with a call to action. Then when you put education below, I'm going to send you a unique link. Once you click on that link and fill in your details, I've extracted you. I've got you as a lead. I'm going to get your number and email address, right? And then hopefully we're going to have a one-to-one strategy session. And that's the offer that I'm going to give to you. We've got limited spaces. So once they're gone, they're gone. But you book in a free one-to-one consultation session. We'll record it for you so you get full value, send it over. But we're going to go through where you're at, where you want to get to. And if we can add enough value, then we'll talk about the services that we can deliver. So that's awareness, communication, extraction. Do it for your investors. And then finally, LAPS, L-A-P-S. Once you've got your lead in, which is the L, you've got to call them, you qualify them, make sure they're ready, willing and able. And if they are, you book them in for the appointment, which is the A. And on the appointment, you're going to find out where they're at, where they want to get to, what they've tried before that hasn't worked and why, what resources they've got available. And then once you know the gap of where they're at and where they get to and all of the resources, you've got a very good idea if you can help them get from A to B by understanding their current pains and their future gains. Then you decide if you can help them, and that is your proposal. And once you put forward your proposal, it really is simple. Can we help you? Can you help your investor? And if the answer is yes, hey presto, you send out the agreement, you get the squiggle, you get paid up front, and then you start delivering the service. So let's summarize. Strategy, location, service, USPs, customer avatar, ACE, awareness, communication, extraction, lead, appointment, proposal. Congratulations, you've got your first sale and your first investor on board. So if you want to find out more about this, as I said, my call to action to you is put education below. I'll put the link in and I'll pin it to the top as well. And I'm inviting you to have a one-to-one session with me or one of my team. We'll record the whole thing, give you as much value as we can. And if we feel we are right, then we're really going to work with you to make this the best year yet. By the way, if you're new to this channel and you got value from this, hit subscribe and the notification bell. I'm not creating this for me. I'm creating this for you. Let me know in the comments, did you get value from this? You know, it's great feedback for me and the team. How could this video have been better for you? Let me know. If you did get value, it takes 2 seconds, but strokes Ollie's ego that spends a lot of time doing this. Hit that like button and I'll see you in the next video.